The sun. It rises every morning, and we hardly think about it. Its light warms our skin, feeds the plants, and paints the sky in gold. It feels eternal, like it will always be there, waiting to rise again tomorrow. But what if I told you that the sun does shape your life in ways you've never even noticed? It decides when you wake, how you feel, and even the rhythm of your heartbeat. It controls the weather, your technology, and the air you breathe, all silently, from millions of kilometers away. And yet, the same sun that gives us everything will one day take it all back. Its fire will fade, its warmth will die, and the earth will be left in darkness, frozen, silent, and still. For now, we live in its light. But one day, that light will be gone. This is the story of how the sun gives us life, and how, in the end, it will also bring our end. If you step outside right now and feel the warmth on your skin, that feeling, that gentle touch of sunlight, is the most obvious gift the sun gives us. Without it, our planet would be a dark, frozen rock drifting silently through space. The sun is our life source. It lights up every morning, wakes the world, and tells us it's time to begin again. When it disappears at night, the world rests. Every sunrise and sunset is more than just beauty. It's the rhythm of life itself. The sun is the reason we even have days and nights. It's our oldest clock, one that every creature on Earth quietly follows. But sunlight doesn't just give us warmth. It moves the air above the oceans, stirring winds and shaping storms. It heats the land unevenly, creating clouds, rain, and the endless dance of weather. Every drop of rain that falls, every gust of wind that sweeps across the land traces back to the sun. And then there's food. Every bite you've ever eaten began with sunlight. Plants capture it through photosynthesis, turning light into energy. That energy moves through every animal, every forest, every ocean. The sun feeds us all, even if we never notice it. Every day, without asking for thanks, the sun gives Earth everything it needs to stay alive. Light, warmth, water, and food. It's so constant, so dependable, that we forget how fragile it all really is. Because while these are the gifts we see, the sun's influence doesn't stop here. Beyond the warmth and light are invisible powers, quiet, unseen forces that shape our bodies, our planet, and even our future in ways we rarely think about. And that's where the Raoul story begins. Most people think they understand the sun. It gives us light. It keeps us warm. But what if I told you? Is the sun shaping your life in ways you can't even see? Every breath, every heartbeat, every thought in your head, all quietly depend on the sun's unseen forces. When sunlight touches your skin in the morning, something amazing happens. Your body wakes up. Your brain releases chemicals that make you alert. At night, when the sun disappears, another chemical tells your body it's time to rest. This rhythm, this invisible clock, is called your circadian rhythm. Without sunlight, that clock breaks. You feel tired during the day, awake at night, and slowly, your mood begins to fall. That's why people in dark winters often feel depressed or unmotivated. It's not just bad weather. It's the absence of their ancient connection to the sun. The sun doesn't just light your world. It programs your life. But the sun's influence doesn't stop there. Far above the clouds, the sun is constantly firing streams of charged particles. An invisible storm called the solar wind. These particles race through space at nearly 1,000,000 miles per hour, smashing against Earth's magnetic field. Most of the time, that field protects us. But when a big solar storm hits, it shakes Earth's magnetic bubble, sending waves of energy down into our world. Power lines surge, satellites lose control, GPS signals flicker. In 1989, one of these storms shut down an entire power grid in Canada in just 90 seconds. Today, every time you check your phone or use GPS, you're trusting the sun to stay calm. Even our most advanced technology still lives at the mercy of a star 150 million kilometers away. And yet, the sun is also our chemist. High above the Earth, Its ultraviolet light breaks apart oxygen molecules, creating something precious. Ozone, that thin blue shield in our sky, blocks harmful radiation. Without it, life on land would be impossible. Every living thing that walks, crawls, or breathes owes its existence to that delicate layer, a gift quietly crafted by sunlight itself. The sun also whispers to our climate. Its brightness changes ever so slightly over time, just a fraction of a percent. But even that small change can reshape the world. Hundreds of years ago, when the sun grew unusually quiet, Earth entered what scientists now call the Little Ice Age. Rivers froze, crops failed, and winters stretched for generations. Then, centuries later, the sun woke again and warmth returned. The sun doesn't shout its power. It whispers, and Earth listens. Every creature on this planet listens too. Birds take flight not by calendar, but by the length of daylight. Plants bloom when sunlight hits them at just the right angle. Coral reefs, vast underwater cities, spawn all at once each year, guided by the rhythm of the sun and moon together. Without this cosmic timing, entire ecosystems would fall out of sync. The sun is not just a star in our sky. It's the heartbeat of every living thing on Earth. And as it sends out its solar wind, it creates something else. A vast, invisible bubble that surrounds our solar system. Scientists call it the heliosphere. It's a shield that blocks deadly cosmic rays from distant stars and black holes. Without it, radiation from deep space would strike Earth constantly, mutating DNA, damaging cells, and slowly erasing the possibility of life. So even as it burns and storms, the sun is also our guardian. Finally, there's gravity, the most silent of all its powers. The sun's mass anchors the planets in orbit. It keeps Earth's path steady and our seasons predictable. If that pull wavered, even slightly, Earth could spiral toward the sun and burn or drift into frozen darkness. You don't feel it. You don't see it. But every heartbeat of your life depends on these hidden gifts of the sun. The unseen rhythms, shields, and balances that make our fragile world possible. The sun doesn't just shine on us. It holds everything we are together. Imagine this. You walk outside one afternoon and everything looks normal. The sun hangs in the sky, bright, golden, alive. But in that moment, something changes. Deep inside the sun, the fire that has burned for billions of years simply stops. For the next 8 minutes, no one on Earth knows. Light still travels the 150 million kilometers to reach us, carrying those last photons of warmth. But once they pass, the sky will never be the same again. 8 minutes later, daylight dies. At first, there's confusion. The world goes dark at noon. Solar panels shut down, street lights flicker on. People stare up, waiting for the sunrise that never comes. The temperature begins to fall. Without sunlight, photosynthesis stops. Every plant, every tree, every blade of grass suddenly loses its power source. Within days, the base of the food chain collapses. Insects and small animals die first, followed by the creatures that feed on them. The air still feels normal for now. We have oxygen in the atmosphere, but no new supply will come again. The clock for life has started ticking. A week passes. The oceans cool. The air bites. Average temperatures around the world fall below minus 20 degrees Celsius. Snow begins to blanket regions that have never seen it before. Seas start to freeze along their edges. Power grids strain under demand, but soon there is no energy left to share. A month later, Earth is a world of silence. Clouds fade away because there's no warmth to make them rise. No sunlight means no wind, no rain, no weather at all. The planet has stopped breathing. By the end of the first year, the surface of the oceans had turned into solid ice. Only deep below the frozen crust does liquid water remain, warmed slightly by heat escaping from Earth's core. There, near hydrothermal vents, strange bacteria might still cling to life, the last survivors of a once-living planet. Cities are empty now. The cold claims everything. Steel, glass, even a memory of fire. The only lights left are artificial. A few hidden labs, bunkers, and underground shelters powered by nuclear energy or geothermal heat. Inside, small groups of humans gather, keeping time by clocks, not by the sun outside. The surface is frozen and still. No waves, no clouds, no sound. In this new darkness, the stars become sharp and endless. The moon drifts quietly in the sky, still orbiting a sun that no longer burns. Even without its light, the sun's gravity remains, holding Earth in its invisible grip. We continue to circle the same point in space, now around a cold, dead star. But something else changes. With no solar wind, the invisible bubble that protects our solar system, called the heliosphere, collapses. Cosmic radiation from deep space begins to pour in, striking Earth's surface without mercy. The atmosphere offers little defense. If the cold doesn't finish life, the radiation will. Years pass. The last traces of blue fade from Earth's sky. Snow and ice stretch from pole to pole. From space, our planet looks like a pale, frozen marble, a ghost world orbiting a black star. And yet, deep underground, perhaps near volcanoes or ocean vents, some form of life might still endure. Tiny, unseen, waiting for a light that will never return. The sun, once the heart of our world, has become a silent memory. Its warmth, just a story told by the last survivors huddled in the dark. When the sun's light dies, the solar system doesn't fall apart right away. Its gravity still holds every planet in place, like ghosts trapped in a silent dance. Earth, Mars, and the outer giants would continue to circle the same point in space. But what they orbit is no longer a shining star, only a cold, lifeless core. The sun would shrink into something small and dim, a white dwarf, glowing faintly in the dark. Over billions of years, even that pale light would fade, until the sun becomes invisible. A black dwarf, a frozen ember drifting through the void. With no solar wind, the great bubble that once protected our solar system, the heliosphere, would collapse. Cosmic radiation from the galaxy would pour in freely, stripping away atmospheres, poisoning what little might remain. The gas giants, Jupiter, Saturn, Uranus, and Neptune, would become worlds of deep, eternal frost. Their moons, once hiding oceans beneath the ice, would freeze solid, locked forever in the cold. There would be no sunrise again, no warmth, no sound, only the faint echo of orbits. The planets circle endlessly around a black heart that no longer beats. The solar system, once full of light and motion, would become a frozen graveyard, drifting through the galaxy. A reminder that even stars, like all living things, have their time to shine, and their time to fade. Every morning, the sun rises, gentle, golden, and familiar. It touches everything, the oceans, the forests, your face. It feels eternal, like it will always be there. But the truth is, even the sun has a lifetime. One day, far in the future, it will grow old. It will swell, burn brighter, and finally fade away, taking our world with it. Everything that ever lived, every story ever told, began and will end with that same star. The sun gives us warmth, hope, and time. But it also reminds us that nothing lasts forever. And maybe that's what makes its light so precious.